Hello, welcome to the review of Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 7 and 8. So, my view and take back on the couples, I'll start with Makela and Zach. Makela and Zach drama, I think Makela has gotten a lot of heat from online critics and people's review that she was hurricane and stuff like that. I like to say that it's not far from the truth in a way, but I want to say that Zach did not do well in starting this whole thing. And let's first start with Zach's to me fault in this. Makela and Zach had been apart for a long time. Now they come back together. Even before, Makela said she wanted him to come and meet her before they slept off or something. She said he was coming to meet her in the room. He never came throughout the night. And then early in the morning, he just left like that without an explanation or anything like that. And I think the fact that when Makela was mentioning it, he was so casual about it. He was not apologetic about it. He didn't see what was so wrong about it. Made Makela even madder. But Zach may have reacted like that because of the fact that she was not even there when he came back for him to apologize. But I think that that was taking the marriage for granted. And one of the things that kills relationship is taking the relationship for granted. So I felt like Zach took the relationship for granted. You know what I mean? They had not seen each other for a long time and come back together. Makela expected that he would be like all over her and stuff like that. She needed the reassurance. She just felt like, oh, personally, I feel like she might have been thinking in her mind, oh, he has, they've been intimate, and maybe so um he's no longer so much into her. I think that's the same thing that Mela says she's trying to avoid with Gil. So for Zach to just disregard her feelings and her concern about the way he did not take it as something important for them to spend that time together, I felt that was very wrong. And all of Makela's blame in this, I think, has already been over trashed in the media. Hurricane, blah blah blah. It was very sad that she said she knew it would be manipulative for her to walk off from the marriage over a quarrel and then did exactly what she said, which means that she was being manipulative. But I think she was being concerned. She may be older than Zach, but she does not have the expected maturity to deal with that. I don't think it makes her like really a bad person. I think it's a fault that hopefully she can move away from. But I think she really just wanted Zach to acknowledge that it was wrong for him not to be, you know, so emotionally attached to her after a long time away from each other. And she just felt like not important. That was what I felt from her. So it was that feeling inside that she had not gotten over that she was reacting on. If Zach had taken time to apologize, but I still don't understand why Zach would just leave the house without even dropping a note. That is to me is a very bad manner. But Makela's way of handling it made it worse. That was just it for me. Then I think predicting or concerning them, I think that they are going to be fine. I think they are going to be fine because Makela just wants a sincere, emotional apology from Zach, which she's not getting, and I don't think she's going to get because Zach is like, oh, I did this, I did that, I did that, I did that. Zach is not going to give that apology, unfortunately. So I don't know how they'll do that, but I think maybe the family will step in, but I think they'll be okay. From now, I still feel like Makela and Zach are going to make it a decision day. Mela and Gil, they are still on their level. I noticed that when they were doing the brunch, I think it was brunch, the housewarming party, one of the lady, the other lady, the black lady, she was really looking at Gil with what I felt was like pity when he said they still had not kissed. And when they were having the guys' time together, where Gil said they still had not kissed, and they're like, "Does it bother you?" Said no, and then Ryan was like, "Liar," you know. It has gotten to a point now where I think it will be bothering Gil more because people are getting that pity look, giving him that pity look more than because of the fact that he's really bothered by it. In the at the wedding, he said he was ready to wait 6 months if he felt the marriage was worth it. But seeing how things are, and when she asked Mela's friend, her best friend, if this was how she normally did in relationship, the way Mela's friend answered, and I think Gil is a very perceptive man, was that it was not normal like that. It was not always like that. So if it's not always like that, and then him that is the husband of Mela is getting this kind of delayed response to emotion, I think it's going to be bothersome to Gil, even though he doesn't want it to bother him, but he's beginning to question himself at this point. That is what I see. Okay, let's go to Rachel and Jose. Rachel and Jose, they seem to be doing well. I appreciate Jose's family advice to Rachel during the housewarming brunch, where they told her not to let go of all her what is it, her powers. Let her not give control of all her control. Let her not let go of all her control. That was a very, very good advice because Rachel is obviously enjoying her marriage so much that she might compromise where she's not willing or supposed to compromise. And Jose needs to take it easy on the control measures. I hope that Rachel is able to effectively assure her position as a wife, as an independent wife. And when I say independent, I don't mean that she's totally cut off from her husband, but somebody with a personal opinion that is respected. So far, Jose and Rachel, they seem to be the most stable people right now. In okay, we try and Brett as well. They seem to be very, very stable. So if they can continue going on like this, as long as Rachel is able to clearly state her position on some things, and instead of Jose just condemning her love for traveling, try to see how he can fit his budgeting with her desire to travel. I think they'll be fine. Going to Brett and Ryan. Brett and Ryan seem to be doing very well. I think Brett is still a bit hung up on their political difference. I hope they get past it. I hope they they are able to make a constructive compromise concerning that. So they are going between them more and more, and they still have not consummated their marriage, but they seem to like each other, and it was good. The housewarming was just friends. There was no family. I didn't notice any family in their house. Yeah, that was okay. They always that I want to Bao and Johnny. Okay, Bao and Johnny, to me, at this point, sincerely speaking, I am really, 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 I'm not happy with this couple at all. Personally, I think that not washing before bedtime, married to somebody who washes before bedtime and finds it a necessary habit is a big problem because people have had divorce over how the toothpaste is pressed. I don't see why Johnny should settle down for somebody who will not wash before bedtime, who will go to the gym, come back and not bathe and expect to sleep in that body. It's wrong. On all levels, it's wrong. Based on just that, like when Gil said, I hope Johnny is not settling. I just felt Johnny is settling. Johnny is settling because, number one, I think he wants the marriage to work to prove his father that he made the right decision. And number two, he's tired of swiping left. And number three, he's probably sees that, oh, Bao has so much things that he on paper likes. So maybe he feels he's just going back to his comfort zone of, swiping left. I think that Johnny is settling, and I don't think it's a good thing at all. I don't think that Johnny has to settle down for Bao's condition. He has already made a lot of compromise. He has to, Bao is the one snoring, but Johnny is the one begging Bao to sleep on the same bed with her. I mean, I've seen some people say, oh, Johnny is using mind control on Bao and making her to feel uncertain about herself and causing her to like beg. That is not true. Johnny is the one that would Bao like, don't you think you want to sleep on another bed? Why is he trying to like push him away? Like, okay, if you don't want to take me with my sweaty body, with my washed body, then go to another bed. And she knows that Johnny's love language number one is touch. So she is the one actually manipulating Johnny, in my own opinion. She's manipulating Johnny, and she's causing Johnny to be depressed. It's already showing. Johnny is getting confused because some people did say at one time, I've read so many opinions that they think Bao may be suffering from depression, blah, 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 blah. If you are suffering from depression and you are going to pass that depression to somebody else, it's not healthy. It's not acceptable. It's not right. It's not right at all. So Johnny, as for this point, fast I can see, he's settling, and that's not right. So at the end, it's their own opinion, their own decision whether to stay together or to have a divorce. But based on what is going on, I think that this basis is very unhealthy. Bao keeps saying, "Oh, we have the 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 chance to make the most beautiful love story." What's a beautiful love story? Fiona goes to stay in the mud with Shrek. Is that what a beautiful love story is? I find it very, 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 very annoying that Bao is not willing to learn good habits. I've watched some of all these episodes where you see if you have an opportunity to learn something new, some good habit, there's nothing wrong with learning a good. There's nothing wrong with learning a good habit. I think Bao is passing on unhealthy vibes to Johnny. Fine, Johnny is childish in some ways. That's very clear. Still wearing your glasses that way at the back of your head, that is something. And seeing Bao sleep with that wristwatch, oh Lord help me. I It's disgusting. It's really disgusting to me. You carry that wristwatch everywhere, and then you want to sleep. How many people do that? It's disgusting. Just disgusting. Like Gil said, we don't really know what Bao is like. Even though I supported and I defended her concerning her saying, I want a brilliant mind, a Nobel Prize mind, I felt that shouldn't have been shown. But there are many things that could have been happening like that are not being shown about Bao that we do not see. So, yes, Johnny is childish, but Johnny, after washing his body, asking to sleep with a woman who has soap, water, shower, to just shower in the evening before going to bed, it's not too much. Did you see the way she washed her face? I don't even think that lady even uses a washcloth in the night. It's just disgusting. Based on that, I personally will say, Johnny, don't settle. Don't settle for that. Don't settle for an unwashed body. Don't settle for that. Well, that's my opinion for Married at First Sight episode 7 and 8. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Till next week or next 2 weeks. Appreciate you all. Do have a nice time. Take care of yourself. Be joyful. Life is beautiful. Humans are great. If you feel ever sad, go and watch those videos of humanity at the best kindness. They'll lift you up. Ciao.